Hey bitches, this is Pretty Vacant Zine, and we're here at Head on the Door interviewing B.P.M. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Adam.
I'm Drew. Dan's the contrary.
And I'm Brett.
So tell me, how did you guys meet?
At the bar.
Which bar, what year?
Well, the band
What were you
actually
drinking?
originally started about 15 years ago when Adam and I were still in high school. Adam and I started the band about 15 years ago. We've had a couple different bass players kind of come and go over the years. Drew's been with us now for about 8 years. Denzi's been with us about 7 years now. So this has kind of been the longest standing lineup that we've had since we first started. But I actually met Denzi right here in this bar. And of course, Drew, Adam, and I all went to college together at Troy, so that's kind of when we started, jamming with Drew was back then.
Yeah, we had higher education. That's the surprising part.
I was told about him by a mutual friend, and then I just showed up at the doorstep one day like, hey, can we make music? And they was like, sure. Then I started sleeping on their couch.
You got Ron.
So who writes the songs in the band?
Oh, I do. Yeah, Adam mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I write most of the songs, I guess. I mean, the ones that aren't covers.
And you cover political issues. What got you involved in crossing politics with rock and roll?
I would say that if you want to write anything that has any substance, you've got to talk about something, There's only so many ways that you can write a breakup song or a love song or whatever. And just by nature, playing reggae music, it's kind of political, social, cultural by nature. So, I've always written about stuff like that. Well, I mean, which isn't to say that there's not love songs or breakup songs or whatever, but most of it political, I guess. An angry liberal. That's
What
pretty much what it is.
What are you angry about?
Oh God, what am I not angry about would be the easier question. More than Alabama politics, world politics,
Income inequality, and the military-industrial complex, and the distorted view that the poor are responsible for the economic woes of this country. That skewed kind of view, it's so ass backwards,
ass backwards.
that I think that's one of the biggest things is we a lot of our songs deal with things like poverty and with struggling to get by, and just kind of that common American working class theme, I think is kind of really like the dominant theme in most of our music.
What you can do on the drums.
Yeah, but there again, that's all rhythm.
Well, where did you learn to play like that?
I started playing drums when I was a kid, and it just always made sense to me. I was playing drums for years before I got any kind of formal instruction, but it was one of those things that was just easy from the first time I ever picked it up, and it just made sense. And I always say, if it had been too hard, I'd have probably never done it.
You you've traveled all over the country. What has been the reception in other parts of the United States?
They think we're too hard. In California, we're like a hard rock reggae band.
Well,
Well, they're just way more roots, laid back than we are.
you say it so much eloquently.
Yeah.
More eloquently than I would.
He has more words than we do.
Yeah. Why are you not writing lyrics?
Did you start out in reggae, or did you start out in other types of rock and roll?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. I mean, we went through every phase you can think of. I mean, we were a punk band, we were a ska band, you know, we were a grunge rock band, you know, then we got into kind of ska reggae stuff, and then we started getting into roots reggae. So it just really evolved constantly, and it's still evolving, you know. Now the stuff we've been doing lately is more of like a roots reggae dance hall kind of, you know, hip hop vibe to it. So, you know, hopefully we'll keep evolving and you know, keep getting better.
I've noticed, man, that you know, whereas we don't notice Southern culture that seeps into our music, you know, as far as Southern hip hop, you know, even Southern rock, blues, you know, that kind of thing. And then you put that together with reggae music, you know, it just makes a whole different sound. And I mean, anywhere you go west of Alabama, really, you know, there is a different sound of reggae everywhere you go. And so everywhere we went, we sounded different than the bands we were playing with. Whereas out west, you go in there, I mean, there's 100 bars and 50 of them want original music every night of the week. And so when you come in there on a bill playing with reggae bands and you sound even a little bit different, you know, people enjoy that and appreciate that.
Are you going to be doing any songs?
Oh,
yeah,
man, of course. Probably any songs.
No, writing songs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I plan on doing that, and yeah, just like Drew just said. I got a new album coming out called Revelations, coming out real soon. You know what I'm saying? Adam done started working on his solo album. The dance hall, you know what I'm saying? The dance hall jig, B-side steadily writing his hip hop like he going in, you know what I'm saying?
So what keeps you guys in Alabama?
You know, families. We've all got kids now. You know, we've got, between us, we've got 5 kids and 2 step kids between the band. But you know, that's I think the biggest thing is that, you know, we've been here so long and we've kind of grown our roots here, and we have, you know, the venues that, you know, that we work with that work well with us, and you know, we've all got our families and our, you know, and our own things happening, and it just, you know, it's a quicksand kind of thing, you know.
That's where we are.
Leaving home for a month and coming back with $100 a piece isn't really viable.
Right.
These days. These days.
Try to get back on work.
Yeah, we gotta play again.
When will you guys be going back on the road?
Oh, who knows? You know, on the road used to be, you know, a month out on the West Coast. You know, now the road for us is, you know, is Georgia and Florida, and you know, the neighboring southeast states. We've gotten to a point, you know, now where, you know, just with where we're at in our lives and our careers, you know, touring like that and you know, sleeping in a van is you know, it's dare I say, a young man's game, you know. Yeah, we heard a lot now, but no, we heard a lot. You know, we're sticking kind of closer to home and staying in the markets that we've developed over, you know, over the years, and kind of built a response in, and you know, at least that's what's up right now.
Yeah. And And any plans for new music?
Oh, always.
Oh, yeah.
Always. Yeah, that never stops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never
wrote
stops.
a song not long ago.
Yeah.
We've
So
probably got
we just
6 or 7 songs written
yeah.
for
So we put out our 7th
Yeah,
record
put it together.
next year, and we should be ready to put out our 8th record. Or, I'm sorry, we put out our 7th record last year, and should be ready to put out number 8 next year.
Yeah, I would think so.
Is this a really fertile time for you, socio-politically, as far as your music?
Oh, always, but you know, it's the time to sit down and just write a song is difficult to find, but when you do, you just get it out as quick as you can, and then get to it, you know, then go back to change the diapers. It's like, okay, I got this song done, now, you know,
Yeah, like when you get that itch,
here's your vitamin.
when you get that itch, ain't nothing gonna stop that water from flowing. You just gonna pick up that pen and paper and put it all out there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna look the camera in the face and tell it this. It's only one rapper out here that I feel better than me, and put it on that guy. It's B-side. Real talk. You know what I'm saying?
This has been Pretty Vacant Zine. Thanks for watching.